So, MediEvil. This was a peculiar little adventure game for the PS1, as you can probably tell by the slightly creaky graphics and such. So like those my that's my camera control. Got it. It's Rune. Basically, this is about a knight who comes back to life. Whoops. After being dead for a considerable amount of time. After being shot in the eye with an arrow. It's got very shaky controls. But it's a fun game, very quirky. Very quirky, very silly, very odd. And that's the best thing. This patch on the wall looks a bit strange, right? Can't do anything about it right now. We have throwing knives. But I want my sword equipped. Thank you. Found live bottle. That was an easy level. Blah 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 blah. Just run up the stairs. So why is this in my top 20? Simple. It was a game that I absolutely loved back when I had a PS1. Obviously still have the game, but don't have the PS1 anymore. It was frustrating at times, but it was highly memorable and had a very kind of unique sense of humour. I'm just casually strolling through the graveyard. Normally this is Dan's running speed, but it can be a little bit awkward. Stinging dead have risen up to dance with the lifeless living, and they want to do it over your dead body. Do they now? Well. I have to contend with the fact that I have a massive sword. Yeah, it's a game that I have been meaning to play again at some point, and probably will very, very soon. But yeah, your basic thing. You have two basic attacks. You have your little sword swingy thing. Dan always looks at the camera for some reason. I don't know why. It's like just fascinated by the camera. But he also has like a little swing move like that. I know there's like some way of doing a charge, but it might be an ability you can unlock later on, maybe? Can't remember. Take that, Mr. Zombie Man. Normally, like, as you go through the game, your opponents get less and less easy. Because obviously, at the moment they're just shambling zombies and they're a bit useless. I don't need to heal. That's a healing thing, by the way. Those of you who don't know. Okay, I just got hit somehow. So it's a little bit shaky, a little bit all over the place, and doesn't really look that great these days, unfortunately. There was a PSP remake, which jazzed things up a little bit, but I've never played it because I've never owned a PSP. That's fun. I'm sure that though I'm going to have to get it for a certain project I have in mind. I've mentioned before. That's going to be fun. Take that. Hands. The hands don't really do anything, I don't think. I think they just kind of wander around the graveyard. Nothing remains hidden under the gaze of an angel. Remember this is important. There will be an exam later. You might wonder what that little percentage thing is in the corner. It kind of goes up every time you kill an enemy. You might notice that like red things went towards this little ghostly cup over here. That's the Chalice of Souls. And we are going to get the Chalice of Souls. What it does is it allows us to visit the... You have to kill a certain number of enemies in a level in order to get the Chalice, and what will happen with that is you will... Yes, here is the Chalice. You can get... That's what all this says, as I'm explaining right now. You have to get a certain number of enemies to get your Chalice, and then when you've got your Chalice you can go and enter the Hall of Heroes at the end of the level, and that's how you get new weapons and abilities and stuff, and that's where I think the charge might potentially come from. Later down the route, I don't know. I'm sure it does. And I'm pretty sure that... Okay. Yeah, if you press both shoulder buttons you can get a sort of over the shoulder view. No zombies! Remember, this was before. Like the... No. Got a life bottle. What life bottles are a little thing to kind of... 92%. They extend your health a little bit, so obviously, as you can see at the top, you've got your health bar, but then you've got two little life bottles just above it. What the life bottles do is... they're basically extra health bars. They refill your health bar. If you lose all your health from your health bar, the life bottle will fill up your health bar. Makes sense? Yes. The chalice can now be collected, and we're going to go do just that. First, let's go over here, because I'm curious. Yep. What? Oi. Let's walk very carefully here, and we get some money. Money does have a use in the game. It actually... There are gargoyles that you can buy stuff from. Hall of Heroes awaits. How do you get to the Hall of Heroes? You just finish the level. Simple as that. It's a fun little game, very quirky, very silly, very difficult, but very rewarding for it. Not perfect. That's why it's not so particularly high on my thing, but it is definitely one of those games that I've been meaning to go back and play again at some point, just because it was such... There are generally more enemies in a level than the ones in it for the Chalice. I think it gets... The number gets kind of closer together in later levels. Just in this level it's really easy. Let's speak to the gargoyle. This is one of the merchant gargoyles. You can top up your throwing daggers if you so wish. I pretty much never use the throwing daggers, and there are zombies on me. Get off me. Yes. That. No! Get off me. Get off me. There we go. Zombies! Yeah, I mean obviously as you can probably tell the combat isn't particularly refined, you just kind of mash the attack button forever. Let's heal. And get some mob money. And apparently the money belonged to all these dead people. Why is there money lying around in the graveyard? We may never know. It's probably an offering. Some description. It is medieval times. Get here. What's this? Copper shield. Yes. Your shield actually will die off after a period of time. It's not perfect. But we can leave. And this is the Hall of Heroes. And the gargoyle guy is going to speak to us.
Welcome to the Hall of Heroes. where the bravest warriors from history spend eternity, feasting, singing, and arm wrestling.
Yes.
If they think you're worthy enough, you may be able to persuade them to give you a new weapon.
Well, isn't that nice? So let's do just that. Because we managed to fill up the first chalice, you'll notice there is a glowing statue over here, and we go to the glowing statue, stand on the chalice in front of him, and he speaks to us.
Captain Fortescue, it's me, Canny Tim. Does the battle
Yes.
go well?
Oh, and Dan is missing a lower jaw, so he just mumbles.
But hold, you could take my crossbow. It's got rapid fire and you can ricochet the darts off walls to shoot.
Oh, lovely.
corners. I used it for the Battle of Gallowmere. After you were slain, I shot Zarek's champion, Lord Kada. A clean kill through the eye at some 1,000 yards.
Will you accept? Of course.
Not that there's anything clever about shooting someone in the eye, sir. Oh, goodbye, sir.
You sound vaguely like C-3PO from Star Wars, in case you didn't know. This is a new weapon. It does not have a secondary fire on square, unfortunately. I don't think there's an easy way of switching between weapons. There isn't, so you got to go into your menu. To leave, teleport out. Let's get out of here and go to the next location. Whatever that is. We have 3 minutes left on this recording. You have to go to the next place, which is... no, we're good. Cemetery Hill. Let's do that. Yeah. I think this is where we get to meet. There's a brief cutscene with Zarok. Right at the beginning. Zarok is the evil sorcerer who has brought all the dead people to life, including Sedan.
So, even from
Yeah. Believe it or not, that is a man, even though he's clearly wearing a dress. That's something that majorly confused me when I first played the game. I was like, wait, but that looks like some old woman in a dress, and it's a man. What? I don't understand. Some obstructions are going to be smashed in with clubs and certain other weapons. I don't have a club. Maybe we can get one. Unfortunately, the club is not very good. It plays really terrible music. It plays nothing but dubstep. So as you can see, we can't actually get past this area yet because we can't do anything about this. So... what's this? This skull and crossbones thing. Yep, it does exactly that. Energy vial is kind of like a small health potion thing that instantly gets used every time you pick it up. Very simple. Okay, game just glitched. Oh, it's like the rocks from here. Just skip along. I can't remember where you get the club. I can't remember if you get it in this level or if you get it later. I think the chalice on this level is actually behind here. It's in this little crypt thing. Destroy the boulder and plunder the valuable treasure within. It is a little cave of wonder. But we can't get in there because we don't have a smashy weapon yet. I don't think there is a smashy weapon in this level. I'm gonna double check. What about this guy? What's he gonna say? We can buy some crossbow bolts, but I'm not gonna. Yep. As you can probably tell, there are certain levels in the game that you can't actually go to initially because you need certain items and things that you have to get in later levels. It's one of those types of games, you know the ones. The Zelda type games. Metroids and your Zeldas and your... Let's play boulder dodging. Because I'm sure we can finish this level and then finish the recording. Finish this particular video. What's this? What's in the box? It's a shield. Oh, okay. Because the idea is supposed to be using my shield to protect myself from the. No, first pressing the right buttons. Oh, from the boulders. And I'm up here.
We have failed the master. We give our lives.
Lovely. There we go, we are healed. The life things do actually run out after a time, but then they recharge, so it's all good. So, on that basis, let's leave. And I'll see you tomorrow.